Welcome back, guys. I know it's been a long time. Well, not that long, but my last video was about probably 2 months ago or a month ago. And yeah, so today I'm just going to do an install video for y'all. As you can see, I'm doing a highlight wig. Right now, I'm just going to get into it. I am spraying my ball cap with even spray. Lately, I've been spraying it to where it actually fits my hairline rather than just spraying it straight across. So as you can see, I'm kind of going zigzag, which really and truly, I don't think it matters, but lately that's been working for me, and that's what making my ball cap method been actually staying when I take my wig off. So right now I'm going to cut off my ear tabs. You want to cut it to where it's far enough on the side of your ear, so when you put your wig on, you have cap under your wig on the sides too, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the other ear. Okay, cut that off, girl. Okay. And I'm gonna be back with y'all whenever I'm blow drying it. Okay, right now I'm getting my blow dryer, and I'm just gonna go ahead and blow dry it dry. To know that it's dry is when you touch it, it's not sticky or wet. It's like completely dry. So right now, as y'all can see, I'm just making sure my edges pull back, cause baby, well, I never really had edges, but you know, we ain't trying to have no more coming out, nothing like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and keep spraying until I feel like it's enough, and blow dry until I feel like it's completely dry. Okay, y'all, right now I'm cutting my cap. I'm starting from the middle. And as y'all can see, it's already melted between the middle and the edges. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut along that line. I'm actually trying to cut it to where it fit my hairline, so I'm kind of going zigzag. And make sure when y'all cut it, pull it back at the same time as you cutting, so it won't be no ridges or like extra little, how can I say that, extra little cap that you don't need on there still. You want to pull it back so it can be a clean slate. So as y'all can see, I'm pulling back, cut, pull it back, cut, pull it back, cut. And yeah, oh, get it now. Okay, so you see how flat that side is? There ain't no extra stuff going on. All right, we can go ahead and go with the other side. Oh, Lord. I'm talking on the phone. I'm doing too much. Girl, cut this cap. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut. And as y'all can see, like I said, I'm going in zigzag motion to where it can fit my hairline. Oh, Lord, I'm changing music, y'all. Hold on. All right now, I'm going to go ahead and get my glue. And I use the Even glue as well as much as the Even spray. I stopped using Ghost Bond because it did irritate my skin. I have very sensitive skin and I have eczema. But I see most people on TikTok say that about Ghost Bond. So I really stopped using it. And Even never been leaving me wrong. I haven't been having no dry skin, rotten, none of that. Like, Ghost Bond literally burned my skin off. Anyway, we can do story time on that later. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and get my rat tail comb and flatten it out as smooth as possible. You want to get it like a smooth platform. So when you start putting the rest of the layers, it's like laying perfectly. You don't want no bumps, no curves, nothing like that. So I'm just going to keep going dry until this first layer is dry. The first layer usually dry fast. So yeah. That's the first layer right there. Boom, 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 boom. Keep going. Make sure everything's dry. And I really mainly do like 3 to 4 layers. 4 is my highest, but usually I do like 3. So yeah, right now I am just looking at my wig, and I'm going to put the makeup that I use inside of my wig while the glue is drying. The shade I use is 12 in Ruby Kisses makeup. At first, y'all, I done tried 10, 11. They just wasn't working. So when I got 12, it's dark enough and it's not too light. So it works perfectly. So I'm going to get back with y'all whenever I am putting the wig on my head. Okay, right now, y'all, I'm putting the wig on my head to make sure that it fit first before I start actually putting the 3 layers of glue. So right now, I am just trying to see if it actually fit perfect, because sometimes Amazon wigs be a hit and miss for me. I love Amazon wigs, don't get me wrong, but either the cap too big or too small. And this one fit perfectly. It wasn't too tight. It didn't give me a headache, nothing like that. So this is like a perfect size for my head. So right now I'm just combing it out to see how I'm going to style it before I actually put the glue. Just checking it out, making sure everything cool. Because it's my first time ever trying it on, which was that day. Because I never tried it on any other time because my hair was, I had another wig on. So I had no choice but to try it on later. So right now I'm getting a wax stick, and I am going to wax it back so it won't be no extra flyaways whenever I'm ready to pull the wig on with the glue. You want to make sure you always start coming back and make sure that the hair is completely pushed to the back, because when you have any flyaways that get stuck inside of your glue, it's going to show inside of your lace and it's going to mess up your install. And I don't want to have y'all starting over each time, because that used to be me. Because I used to try to be such in a rush. Don't be in a rush. Okay, right now, as y'all can see, I'm about to cut out the ear tabs on the side. So I'm making sure it fits to where it's really on my head. Then I'm going to cut them. I don't know if y'all watch E-Kane on TikTok, but she actually showed me how to really cut the ear tabs off. You want to cut it in a circular motion, if that makes sense. Like, cut it around as a circle. Cut it actually around your ear, if that makes sense. Like, don't just cut it straight across. Cut it actually around your ear, so you could be able to put your hair back on it behind your ear, just like how I did. If you could put your hair behind your ear after you cut it, you did something right. And if you can't, and if you feel like too much lace, just go back and cut, but don't cut too crazy, because you don't want one side to have more lace and the other side don't, and then the wig don't fit no more, because I did it before as well. And baby, I was pissed. I was pissed. It was a good ass wig. And I was mad. So, yep. I will be back with y'all whenever I am cutting the lace. Yeah, period. Okay, right now I am putting the second layer of glue on there. And I'm making sure I'm spreading it out as good as possible. Make sure I get a good spread going on, so I can actually be, so it can actually be, what am I trying to say? Like butter, like a real smooth plate. Okay, and I'll come back with y'all whenever I'm putting the wig on. Okay, y'all, right now I am finished putting the layers of glue on. Now I am about to, now I'm about to place the wig on my head and make sure I flatten it out with my hands so it can actually be sticky to the wig. Okay, and it's gonna take a little time to really get it flat, and make sure the ends or the sides are the main issue. That's the main focal point. You want to make sure those are very put on, because you don't want to start cutting your wig and the sides lift up and your whole wig fall off like mine. Y'all, literally, one time I literally had a wig on and I didn't have the tabs on the sides glue down like the top was. And when I started cutting the tabs, the whole wig fell the fuck off. Like, I was pissed. But anyway, you get your comb and smooth it out with your comb. Smooth it out. And now I'm going to go ahead and make sure that one fits behind my ear. And I'm going to tie it up and put my lace band on, as y'all see. And I'm going to go ahead and put my band on. And I keep it on between, I count to like 30 or 45. Just so I can really get it on there. But sometimes I'll probably do. Okay, y'all. So right now I'm going to take the band off. And as you can see, when I'm taking it off, it's going to be giving scalp already. Look, boom. Stop playing. So I'm going to go ahead and get my comb and kind of like brush out the hairs. Because sometimes when you put the band on, the hairs on the hairline be kind of like stiff, so you just want to like brush them out with the comb. And as you can see, it's already on there. Boom. And I was kind of feeling the middle part, but okay, right now, yeah, as you can see, I'm about to go ahead and cut the other side of the lace off, and then I'm going to start pulling my edges out. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the lace off from the side first. As y'all know, I'm using a razor. Some people use scissors. Scissors sometimes gives me a hard time. Razor already give me the automatic ridge look, if that makes sense. Scissors, you got to do too much to make it ridgy, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut the rest of it off. Cut. And this lace was so easy to cut too, it was crazy. Okay, so I'm just making sure it's on. Alright, so now I'm about to go ahead and start pulling my edges out. So as you can see, I decided to do side part, not middle, because middle be cute, but some of that side, I always go back to my side bit. Side always do something to me. So I'm going to go ahead and pluck the middle part to get it perfected. And then I'm going to come back with y'all whenever I'm pulling the edges out. Okay, as y'all can see, I am cutting my edges. So, my baby hairs. I always say edges. So I'm just going ahead and pull about that much out. I like dramatic baby hairs, but I'm starting to kind of like the natural baby hairs. But something about that dramatic baby hair. So I'm going to go ahead and pluck a little bit from the hairline, from the edges from the hair, so it can give a more natural look in between the edges and the hair, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it. Excuse me. And to cut it, sometimes I use scissors, sometimes I use a razor, but I just didn't feel like using scissors, so I used the razor. So I'm going to split it in two, and I'm going to use the razor, as y'all can see. I have to make sure I got my edges right. Make sure that's the edges you want before you cut them, because you don't want to be cutting extra hairs you don't need to cut. So I'm going to go ahead and get the razor, and I am going to cut it. Okay, boom, boom, boom. And then I'm going to... Okay, right now, y'all, I am hot combing to make sure it's flat as possible. I kind of wanted to have like a deep side part, so I'm trying to really get it to where it's like looking deep, if that makes sense. So as y'all can see, it's giving very much scalp, and the edges looks fantastic. Okay, and y'all, the hair is really soft to say it's colored. Okay, right now I am about to wet it. So y'all, to keep my curls tamed, I use Extreme Wet Line Gel and I use water. So what you do is you want to spread and get it wet. It's like soaking wet, like dripping wet. And then come in with the Extreme. You're gonna see how much I put on my hands. Rub it through and then scrunch the bottoms, and then if it does happen to get poofy, it's still holding curl, if that makes sense. So yeah, my sister had showed me this method because I was using like conditioner and it haven't really been holding, so I just used the Extreme lately, and Eco don't hold either, so Extreme really holds for me. So I'm trying to get it as wet as possible. Make sure you get all the ends and get sprayed to the very top as well. So when they do get poofy, it won't just look like the top poofy and the rest wet, if that makes sense. So you want to make sure you get the very top as well. So as you can see, I'm like really getting it wet. So as wet as I can. So, all right, I want to go in with the Extreme. I'm going to show you how much I use. So I get about a handful of Extremes. There we go. So I'm about to go ahead and run my hands through it. Run my hands through it. Yeah. Now y'all see how it's curling up, and then I scrunch it up, and that's how it stay tame. I'm gonna be back with y'all when I show y'all how it look when it's poofy. Okay, y'all, this is the finished product, how it looks when I put the wet gel and I put the water, and this is how it look poofy. Hope you guys love this video. Like, comment, subscribe. You already know what to do, and it's London Bunny, and I'm out. Peace.